So I'm bisexual.
Of course, Brandon.
You deserve all the light, love, and acceptance in this world. If our 12-year-old selves could see us right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandon and I just wanted to give you all a quick thank you for blowing up my coming out video and sending so many kind and loving messages. As you guys know, I quit my corporate job and I finally am pursuing my content creating career. So as corny as it sounds, y'all are making my dreams come true. This video is going to basically be my coming out part 2, where I'm going to be giving you guys a story time of when I came out for the very first time. And just a little side note, please subscribe and like. I'm going to be posting at 3 p.m. PST every Wednesday. And also, I've been getting a lot of questions in my DMs and text messages, so I'm possibly going to be doing a Q&A. So if y'all have questions about my coming out or me being bi, please put your questions in the comments and I will try to answer them. Okay, so this is a story time. So I knew that I was queer, and I say queer because I wasn't sure if I was gay or if I was bi, around junior high, I think. And as great of a reaction as you saw from my parents, I feel like I got the vibe that they were pretty against that.
Oh, what you said? Queen.
So I didn't really think that I was gonna ever bring it up to my family. I was gonna go through my entire life marrying a woman, and I think that's what a lot of queer people plan on doing when they realize that they are queer, and so that was the route that I was gonna go. I was going to take it to my grave. I believe it was spring of my junior year of college, and I was with my best friend Kim. We were at a party. To give y'all a little bit of imagery, just imagine drunk ass people everywhere.
That's I'm a G from the A and they ask why.
There's strobe lights everywhere, there's music playing, it's dark, and we're dancing it up. We're both very drunk, and for some reason I get this super strong feeling like I need to tell her something. So I asked Kim, I'm like, can we go outside? So we go outside, it's just us two, and I start kind of like walking around and pacing in circles, and I'm like, I need to tell you something. And she's like, yeah, what's up? And like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, you know, being fidgety and being like super anxious. So I think she got the vibe that something is up, and I started walking away, and she just patiently followed me. She didn't pry. She didn't say like,
no, I want to go back to the party.
Such a patient friend, so I'm really grateful for that. We probably walked half a mile from the party.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
And it was just me kind of muttering to myself, and then for some reason, I was punching trees. That toxic masculinity really came through. I don't know why, and to the point where I was getting scratches on my hands here. It's just like really struggling with getting it out. That process took about like 20 minutes of me just like walking aimlessly and Kim following like a few feet behind. And we finally got to a baseball field on the college campus. We sat down on the bleachers and I started sobbing, and then I told her I was bi. And I remember I kept being like, will you be my friend still? I'm so sorry, I hate myself. Just all this like negative shit coming out. Kim started crying, you know, she hugged me. She said all the kind, warm-hearted things that you would expect a friend to say, and for some reason, I started like hitting myself against the bleachers because I was just so unaccepting of myself. We just sat there and drunk cried for a little bit. And for some reason, because I came out to her, I was like, oh my god, I want to come out to everyone now. So I came out to 2 of my other friends via phone call, and I don't recommend that. I think if you're drunk, maybe hold off on calling more people. And what's funny is that night I actually called my mom at like around like 1 a.m. I believe, and luckily she did not pick up because I would not have wanted to tell her over the phone while I was drunk. The next day I laid in bed for hours. Like, I didn't eat, I just literally laid in bed for hours staring out the window, thinking about how I can't hide this secret anymore, how I made the biggest mistake of my entire life. I was like so upset with myself for calling my other friends and telling them. I was like, oh my god, if I had only told one person, maybe I could have told them to keep it a secret for the rest of their life too. That point in my life changed everything, you know? And it took me a few months to even be able to talk about it with my friends and talk about boys with them. And I think like what was really unhealthy was after I was comfortable with being out, Whenever I got drunk, I started telling other people. I highly, highly don't recommend that. Really disheartening at one point because I told someone that was queer that I was queer. And because they were already a few steps ahead of self-acceptance, they started telling their other queer friends that I was queer. Telling other people that I'm queer when I'm not fully ready to do that. That was a shitty conversation to have, but anyways, it's over with. And I will say just one thing to friends that are receiving the news. Never, never, never tell them, already knew. That is probably the most invalidating shit I've ever heard. I'm like taking the time to sit down with you and telling you something that's super, super personal, like one of the biggest secrets of my entire life, and you just go, already knew. It's a really shitty response to hear, and it also kind of makes it seem like, oh, everyone already knew because of how you act. Kind of places the power back into you, a straight person, to tell me that you already knew based on how I act and how I talk. And just a final note, I received a lot of messages about people that are not out yet, and I just want to let you guys know that we are still always celebrating you, and never, never, never feel rushed. Come out when you feel the most comfortable. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. This is the end of the video. If you wanna check me out on TikTok, I am at branflakes08, just like my Instagram. Videos every Wednesday at 3 p.m. PST. Bye.